What's going on, Facebook? It's Monday, and you know what time it is. That means it's time for Monday Motivation with Shawn Hayes. Facebook, go find our people and bring them on in here. And boom. What's up, Laura? Jason, Joel, nice to see ya. Chris Strong, nice to see you, brother. Woo, you darn right. Guys, we got a great one today. Monday is set for Monday Motivation. We want to get the week started right every week. So I take the time to put a video out here for motivation. But before we get back to our meeting spot, I want to talk about tomorrow's show. I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited for tomorrow's show. We have the #1 car salesman in the world right now. Yes, we do. 44 years, Joe Girard held the record for car sales in 1 year. Yes, but this month, actually last month, Ali Rita broke it. And we're going to sit down with him tomorrow on Sales Hustler Spotlight, sponsored by QuickPage, the best app in the business. We're going to sit down and talk to him. How did he get there? How did he develop his marketing? How did he do his follow-up? How did he get to sell so many cars when a lot of us out there have done this for a long time and we can't get to those numbers, right? We struggle every day. It's a grind every day. Okay, when we sell 30 or 40 a month, we're like, wow, that's a lot, right? This guy is selling about 129 a month, all right? And we're going to sit down and talk with him tomorrow night. I'm excited. He's getting put in the Guinness Book of World Records. Yes, how crazy is that, right? So anyways, tomorrow night, 5:30 Eastern Time on my timeline. I'm sure it'll be shared all throughout our community, so I'm sure you'll be able to get it somewhere. Guys, I urge all of y'all, tune in. Let's support Ali. This is something that happened, it has not happened for 44 years. And we get to be a part of it. How cool is that? Somebody for our generation here, somebody in our community just broke the world record. We got to give him some praise, man. We got to support him and show him that the car community is behind him. And I also want to learn some stuff, right? Isn't that why we do this show every week? So I'm excited. How can I be a better salesman? How can I be a better marketer? What do I need to do? So tomorrow, 5:30. But what's the video about today, Shawn? Today is Monday, right? It's Monday Motivation. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to motivate you today. I want to talk about wins and losses. Wins and losses. And sometimes we as people, as business people, as fathers, husbands, wives, we look at wins and we look at losses. All right? But we worry more about the wins, and we think more about the wins. But I want you to understand, the reason I'm in front of you right now, the reason I've had growth in my life, the reason that I am going to attain the goals that I have for me in the future is because of my losses. That's it. The losses are why I'm here today. The losses are the reason I will grow to reach all my goals. It's not from the wins. The wins taught me nothing, y'all. The wins, in fact, inflate your ego. They inflate your mind. They put you in a false sense of reality. The losses are the ones that make success happen. They're the ones that make the greatness. Do you understand? The losses. So I want to talk about that today. I want to talk about people who focus on the wins more than they do the losses. And I understand it, but I want you to understand that the true greatness lies behind the losses. Shawn Hayes here, your car guy, Hyundai of St. Augustine. What am I going to talk about today? Well, today is Monday Motivation, and I want to talk about the wins and losses in life. Okay? Wins and losses in business, family, everything you've ever had. We focus so much on the wins. But I want you to know the true growth in your life and happiness comes from the losses that we have. Number one, we have to learn from our losses. You got to learn lessons from your losses, and you got to grow through it. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by grow through it? Well, guys, so many times when you have a loss, okay, you sit there and it festers in you, and you're mad at yourself, and you're hurt, and you're damaged. And if you stay there, if you stay in that place, you can start feeling pity. You can start making excuses. You can start living in that zone instead of filing it in your in your mind and growing from it. We have to grow from the mistakes we make in life, whatever they are, whether they're with your family, your business, whatever problems or lessons you need to learn. Your losses is when you do it. It's not from the wins. I know we struggle when we strive for the wins, but I'm going to tell you what, the wins are the ones that give you the false sense of security. I know that's what we want. We want to win, right? But what happens to the winners? Every championship team pretty much ever that's ever won a championship rests. They don't grow. They don't grow. Who are the ones that truly grow? It's the ones that came in second and third place. Those are the ones that grow. Those are the ones that are in the gym or on the field early. Okay, they come in, they don't take summers off. They work all year. Okay, they stay late. They get there early. The losses are the ones that grow you. Guys, I've had a lot of losses in my life. The man that stands in front of you now is not because of the wins. The man that stands in front of you now with a right mind is because of my losses. I've been able to turn them, learn lessons from them, and grow from them. That is what we need to do. We have to grow through it. When you are able to grow through it, that's when you go from average to great. So number one, learn lessons from your losses. Number two, don't make excuses about your losses. Own them. Okay? Own them. If you make a mistake, don't blame it on something else. Okay? If you don't hit your number, don't blame it on the particulars. Why? Okay? If you promised somebody and you broke that promise, don't make it an excuse. Own it. I'm going to give you an example this year. Do you know who Bill Have is? I hope you guys all know it, and if you do not, you need to follow him. But Bill Have here recently, he does a great job building his business through social media. He does a great job of promoting himself through social media, okay? But Bill Have made a mistake on social media, and he got his hand slapped. He got a lot of people that gave him backlash. But the difference between Bill Have and what a lot of people do is Bill Have went out in front of the camera, in front of everybody, and owned it. He owned it. He said, you know what? I made a mistake. I'm a young man. Okay. Sometimes our heads, we say things when we shouldn't. And you know what? I'm going to use this as a learning lesson. He owned his mistake, and he's going to become better because of it. I guarantee you. He's going to be better than he was before because he didn't hide or cower behind the mistake he made. A lot of us do that. We make a mistake. All right? And instead of coming out and owning that mistake, you're always going to own the sunshine. Do you understand? When it's cloudy outside, that's the ones you stay in the house. But we got to change our mindset on that. Just because it's raining outside, you have to be in front of your problems just like it's sunny. Okay? It's not always going to be sunny. And the true test of a character, the true test of a man is when they will come out and own their mistakes. Man, you got to own them. I ain't the man that stands in front of you today, or the man that stands in front of you today is not the man that people knew at 25. But the reason I am here in front of you today is because of that man. And I learned from my mistakes, and I owned them. I said, you know what? That's why I come out here and I'm honest with you guys about my mistakes in the past. Because it wouldn't be smart, it wouldn't be sensible, and it wouldn't give me growth if I cowered behind my mistakes. It wouldn't be smart for me, for my future growth, to hide them. Own them. You made them. You made the mistakes. It's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody is perfect. And for you to think you are, all right, you need to make some mistakes to become humble. Humility is what is an attractive quality in somebody. Yes, we can be strong and confident, but humility is what makes the man. Okay? And if you always win, and you're running with people always winning, okay, you're going to get too big a head, and you're going to blow up yourself. The losses are the ones that keep you grounded, and they keep you growing, and they keep you striving to be at that next level. So own your mistakes. Number 3, share your losses with others. It will free you, and it helps others. Now, I believe everybody has to go their own path. I believe everybody has to go through their own mistakes. Just me out here telling you is not going to prevent you from making the mistakes. I want you to understand that. Because we have our own minds. We're strong. We got to go through the things ourselves. Me coming out and telling you don't do it is not going to, if I tell you that's hot, you still might touch it because we have to make the mistake ourselves. But by me sharing my mistake after you make yours, that will help you get through it. I'm not trying to prevent you from making the mistakes. I'm letting you know I've already been through them. And when you make them, here's what you do. Because I know people think or get frustrated when they give somebody advice, right? They give somebody advice, they're like, hey, do this or do that, and the person doesn't listen to them and they get frustrated by it. Well, we already know what's going to happen, but people have to make their own path, everybody. You understand? You have to make your own mistakes, or you don't have the losses. If you don't have the losses and you're living off my losses, then you will never know the pain, the hurt, and the feeling of it. So you have to go through your own, but the difference is when I share you mine, it frees me, but also my lessons can help you after you make your mistakes. So I urge you, don't hide them. Don't hold them. Give them. Show other people that it's okay to make mistakes. In fact, it grows you and makes you stronger. You're a better person for the mistakes you made in the past. Number 4, and this is important. I want you all to pay attention to this one. Remember your losses, okay? Remember them, but don't live in them. This is where I think a lot of us get stuck. Okay, losses are going to happen. We're going to make mistakes. We're grown people. I was a kid until 35. Are you freaking kidding me? We're all brought up different. We all evolve differently, okay? Depending on how you were brought up, the lessons you were taught, the mistakes you made as a youth. Okay, you might grow or you might go a different path than somebody else. But when you make the mistakes, some of us stay there. They let it fester. They let it build up. They get guilty. Then they can't move out of that mistake. Do you understand what I'm saying? Remember the mistakes. Remember them. Turn them into lessons, but don't live in them. When you live in the past and you're always looking in the past and saying, this is why I'm not successful, that is why you're not successful. So put them in the past. Leave them in the past. Remember them as lessons. Remember them. Hey, I don't want to go back to that place because of this. I don't want to do this because of this. Be the person you want to be because of the lessons you live, but don't live in them. Don't stay there because it freezes you, man. And if you get froze in that, you're going to be a pity party. You're going to be a woe is me. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to say, oh, I can't succeed because of this. I can't succeed because of that. I'm telling you this. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to learn lessons. Learn them, move on, be okay with them, and say, look, man, I'm going to share them with everybody so you don't have the same mistakes. Or if you do make them, then you understand what you're going to go through. Let me retrace my steps, guys, because I think this is a very, very important video. Okay? I want you to succeed, but I want you to understand not everything in life is easy, or not every time you try something you're going to succeed. I know we think that, oh, I'm all about success. Oh, I'm all about a winner. I'm number one. And people only show that when they're winning. I want you to understand the losses are going to make you a stronger person. The losses are going to make you more successful. If you win all the time, how hard is it? If you win all the time, how do you know tragedy? How do you know how to get past it? Do you know how to cross that hurdle? No, you don't, because you've never seen it. All right? And every time you win, I'm telling you the losses in life are going to grow you as a person, and you're going to become better because of it. Now, learn. Number 1, you got to learn from those lessons. All right? We need to grow through it. Don't stay there. Grow through it. Learn lessons so when they happen again, you can say, whoop, that's a trigger right there. Plan A, when I did this the first time, this happened. I don't want that to happen again. Learn from your mistakes and grow through it. Number 2, don't make excuses about your losses. Okay? There is reasons you're unsuccessful. Yes. There is reasons why you're poor. Yes. There are reasons why your marriage failed. There's reasons why your kid is on drugs. Yes, all these are true. Don't make excuses for them. Own them. Say, you know what? I failed. I failed. It's okay. Because once you do that, it frees you. And then you can grow from it. Number 3, share your losses with others. The best thing you can ever do to anybody is be authentic and be original, be real, okay? I come out here and tell you I've been a failure, okay? I'm a flawed individual. I've grown from it. I've become a pretty good dude now, all right? I'm a great husband. I'm a great father, but not because of my past, okay? Or it is because of my past, but not because I wasn't one 10, 15, 20 years ago. I wouldn't have been a good person. Share your losses with others. The ability for me to come out here and tell you guys this stuff will help you when you go down the wrong path. When you're being lazy at work, I've been there. Okay? When you've not been the best father, I've been there. When you've not been the best boyfriend or husband, okay? I've been there. Understand, share your losses with others. Don't hold them, because you're going to help them when they encounter these. You're going to help them. Your journey will help them in their journey. Number 4, remember your losses always. Turn them into lessons, but do not live in the past. Guys, living in the past will make you feel guilty, which then will turn into nervous energy, which will then turn into deeper guilt, which will then turn into all the vices that will bring your life down. Okay? This is what happens. We get in a rut. We're unhappy. We let guilt build up. And then that's when you allow other things into your life that will bring you down. I don't want those things to happen to you. Let the past be the past. Learn your lessons, move on, and grow from them. All right? You can be better than you are. You have the ability to do everything that you want to do. The difference is the winners and the losers. The winners, okay, move past their problems. And the losers, they stay in them. They live in them. They live in them forever. They tell everybody about it around them why they're not successful. They tell everybody the reasons that they can't do things. Okay? They end up living on welfare. All right? They end up being average. They end up letting me help them pay for their kids. Do you understand? Don't live in your past. Don't live in your problems. Be stronger than that. Grow from them. Move on and be the best you can be. Shawn Hayes here, your car guy, Hyundai of St. Augustine. I make car buying easy.